All right, hello everybody on this Monday night. Hopefully everything goes well with the stream. Been having computer problems and also problems with the stream. So got a fan going out on my computer. So if you do hear something squeaking during the live video, that's what it is. Hoping I can get that fixed. But anyway, it's currently 8:14. Let's take a look outside at our station. We'll look at that first and foremost. Definitely a cold night out there, 34 degrees here at our station. We're going to get down pretty cold tonight, so just be ready for that. It's going to get very cold as we go on through the night. So 34 at our station, looks like 31 around Albertville. We'll go on up here toward Jackson County. It's going up here toward Langston at 32 degrees, so they're at freezing right there. And then winds don't make it any easier out there, so it makes it very cold out there. 5 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. So there's a little bit of a breeze. Make sure you bundle up if you go out because that breeze will cut you in two, even though it's not very high. So we'll go ahead and start on, move a little further. Also want to give a shout out. This shout out from the DeKalb County Severe Weather Team to Caroline Hale for the donation this evening. Thank you so much for helping us out. I really, really appreciate it. You have no clue. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Let's start out again. We'll look at our sky cam out there. Let's look at that. Of course, not seeing any northern lights at this point. I know got reports of northern lights in Georgia, northern lights up in Illinois is expected there. Let's switch on over to another view here of a tower cam, our secondary one. Let's switch to it, see if anything's any different. And it does take it a second. I mean, honestly, nothing. I'm not seeing no northern lights here at all at our station. Just beautiful stars popping up there in the distance. That is pretty much all I see at this point. If anybody sees anything, though, let me know for sure. Let's start out with the forecast outlook here. First of all, I got to do something real quick. Bear with me. Okay, forgot to cut the cameras and audio off there. So we'll start out, of course, today was pretty much sunny. Got up maybe to 42. Tuesday will be sunny, high 42, low 23. Supposed to be, again, sunny. No chance of rain. Wednesday, we get a little better chance of rain in here. High of 50, low 33. Mainly overnight, 50% chance. Models fluctuating on a lot about what we're about to talk about. But yeah, so clouds out there Wednesday. We do warm up. High 50, low 33. Thursday into Friday. Friday's when things get interesting. Looks like Thursday, some rain. High 48, low 32. 30% chance. And I don't know what happened to my graphic there, guys. I'm so sorry. It's been a day. Supposed to be some rain, chance of rain, maybe some ice, sleet, a winter storm perhaps. That's what we're watching. So let's talk a little bit about that. Anyway, moving a little bit forward here. Let me get my life in order here. Sorry about that. Anyway, so this is what the National Weather Service has released on the latest update, which was at 4 o'clock. So here's what they're thinking. That's if the system does this. There's one and two scenarios here. One, it could be all snow for North Alabama. That's what we want if we're going to get anything. We want snow. Scenario 2 is what they're thinking will happen is it will track a bit further north, just a little bit further north, and bring freezing rain and wintry mix. That's what we're watching. And they're thinking that scenario 1 will go further south, giving, of course, closer to the Gulf Coast, Florida Panhandle. This will result in snowfall accumulation for the Tennessee Valley. Yeah. So basically, one to two things could happen. They're leaning more towards scenario 2. Wintry mix, ice, sleet, all that freezing rain, all that disastrous stuff that we don't like to talk about. That's what they're leaning more toward as the second scenario there. So, are we going to be expecting anything like this? I mean, I sure hope to goodness we don't see nothing like that. But, let's go ahead and look at the European. What's it showing? So, we will take a look. Okay, that's the Euro guidance as far as temperatures go. So, it looks like, okay, that's the wrong one. Sorry, I forgot to get that off of here. So here's our system coming in, the European, what it's mentioning. So you see all that red there is actually freezing rain, and they're tracking more of the snow further north over into Tennessee. Just a big winter storm possible. This is, something this is a textbook scenario. And when people ask me, what does a textbook scenario mean? That means that it is a perfect scenario. You don't see many of these. It's a perfect scenario for, a winter storm. Something that hadn't been seen in a long time. If these models continue to show what they're showing now, which they've been persistent for 2 days now. With the models hinting this high up, you usually don't see that kind of confidence in a forecast that far out. But you also don't see all three models aligning either. We've got all three computer models aligning, and even more of them starting to come on board with it. So all the main ones are coming online saying, hey, there's going to be a winter storm, maybe ice storm, freezing rain. It could be a little bit of either that or snow. I'm hoping for snow over this freezing rain. I'm not liking that. But it looks like the event would start mainly Friday night. It would last all the way to Sunday morning. So that's a lot of time for a lot of ice accumulation if that happens. So just to be safe in case, whether it does or not, maybe we'll get snow. But if it does turn out to be an icy mess, make sure you have ways to stay warm, like a generator, something like that. It would be a good idea to go ahead and, keep that in your mind there. Also, it's going to get brutally cold. As this Arctic air mass comes on in, it's going to plunge some very cold temperatures in here. That is Monday, the 26th. Look at that. Overnight lows almost in the single digits. Now, these are actual air temperatures. This is not wind chills. So we've got some of the coldest air we've probably seen this year, to be honest, or close to it. Well, no, I forgot. We're in 2026. So, yeah, some of the coldest air this year is going to be coming in. So that's something you need to keep your eyes on, too. Make sure you got a way to stay warm because it's going to get brutally cold out. Rainfall-wise, we do expect a good bit of rain between now and the 24th. So that's actually the 24th outlook. So from the 24th now to the 24th, could see anywhere around 1 inch out to the west, southwest. Could see anywhere 2 to 3. That's out in Mississippi, going over toward Texas and western portions, southwest portions of Alabama. Actually, west. I'm sorry. Could get some up to 2 inches of rain, maybe more. So there's a lot of moisture in place. That's why this is being called a textbook scenario. There is a lot of moisture in place for it. 6 to 10 day temperature outlooks, well, they're dark for a reason. Extremely below average, like it's going to get cold. 25th to the 29th time frame, expect those temperatures to just plunge, slap out. It's going to be very cold, below average temperatures. So get ready for that. 6 to 10 day rainfall. The good thing is, though, after these things move on through, 25th to the 29th, models are wanting to trend toward a drier trend with temperatures, or not temperatures, but precipitation dropping well below average, meaning it should be mostly dry. Don't expect a lot of rainfall. And usually when you have this kind of an Arctic system coming in, it pushes down an area of high pressure that brings in a lot of dry, just dried out air. Just flat out dried out air is what it brings in behind it. 8 through 14 day, also looking very cold between the 22nd and the 2nd of February. So it's going to be very cold. Typical for this time of year, really. For it to be cold, about time. Rainfall again, 27th through the 2nd. Dry. Showing we're just going to be dried out for a while. So what we're watching, though, again, is going to be that wintry system that moves in toward the weekend. A lot of uncertainty. We don't know timing. We don't know exacts of exactly who will get what, how much you get. But we've got a really good idea this is going to be a pretty decent winter storm, maybe even ice. I have heard some discussions going on ice storm. That's what I've heard. Don't shoot the messenger if it don't happen, but that's just what I've been hearing through some of the discussions that we're watching. And sorry, there goes my fan. Anyway, I'm going to get off here before it gets really loud. So let's go ahead and wrap things up here with our sponsors, Alabama Living Real Estate, Mr. Dylan Snyder. For all your real estate needs, you can give him a call at 256-979-4330. Also, RKG Automotive Group, if you're looking for your new vehicle, definitely give them a call and check them out. Check them out on Facebook as well. You can give them a call at 256-323-7323 for more information. And our last one, I wish I could hire them myself. New kitchen work, bathroom work, countertops, and more. Give them a call there. Southern Hospitality Kitchens, they do it all. 256-418-5708. And like I said, I wish I could hire them to do it here. But anyway, all right, let's look at comments. Uh-oh, there goes my live stream. And it just froze. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. My live stream just froze. So I don't know what that was about, but I apologize. It's been freezing. So looks like it is froze on me, and I didn't want it to do that, but it does look like it's froze, so I got to try to figure something out here. So anyway, we'll look at comments, and then I'll figure out how to get this thing to end. Let's take a look. Nathaniel Culpepper, hello. Yes, 71236 looks very, very cold out. Brandy Elrod, thank you for watching. Mike, Jess, and Boaz, thank you. All right, Brandy, thanks for that. Goose Pond Weather Watcher, thank you. I'm sorry I'm not able to see everybody's comments because my this software has been freezing up and it has froze the mouse and I can't control it anymore. So I'm going to try to figure out how to end this stream. But we're going to get on out here. Thanks for watching. God bless. Stay weather aware and make sure you prepare for this winter storm. And we'll see.